Hey guys, Brian here, and yes, I did Prestige again today, and thankfully the first game for my Prestige was not on firing range this time. I want to say by the end of the session, which was about 2.5 hours long, I ended up at level 15, so that was pretty cool, moving through the levels early on pretty quick. And I just wanted to apologize again for those of you that were not able to attend the live stream due to the time of day I had it. I wanted to try to do it sometime over the weekend, which would have worked out even better for me since it was double XP weekend. But the way the schedule fell, and obviously yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday and everything else, I just really did not have time to get to it over the weekend. So it did give a couple people the opportunity from overseas that normally don't make it to my regular live streams that are, you know, in the later on in the afternoon or early in the evening, due to the massive time difference. So it was kind of nice to see a couple new faces there. And I am going to try to work it into my schedule and try to live stream a little bit more often. And I may have mentioned this to you guys before, but I am considering getting a bigger TV and moving everything upstairs to my computer room, which would make everything a lot easier and a lot quicker to set up. I'm just not 100% sure if I want to do that yet. So that is something that is swirling around in my brain. That way it would enable me to actually talk to you guys during the live stream by plugging in the microphone and not just waiting to talk to you guys during chat. But also during the stream today, we pretty much ran with a full party. Thankfully there was enough people on. We were running with a full group of 6 at some times and 5 at other times. And I gotta say, playing with you guys was a lot of fun. And we really raped some face today. I think we only lost maybe one game out of the entire 2.5 hours we played. I'd have to double check to be sure, but just from my initial analysis when I was looking over some of these games, I think we only lost one. So we did have a couple close games. I think we won one game of Team Deathmatch by 1 kill. And I was actually considering bringing you guys one of the later games for this video, as I did have a couple of really good games during the session. I think I only went negative once. I think I finished even a couple times, but considering the fact that I used the MP5 and a couple random weapons here and there that I picked up, I actually played pretty well. Even when I used the Enfield later on, which in a video you may see, one of my upcoming ones as well. It was actually on jungle, so obviously my last video I just did was on jungle, even though it was headquarters. So I wasn't going to bring that to you this time. So I figured I'd stick to the norm in the way I have been doing things, and just bring you the absolute first game of my Prestige. And I really do have to say, even though I only used the MP5 pretty much on the day that I Prestige, and as soon as I unlock a better SMG like the 74U, or I start unlocking most of my assault rifles, which is what I use most of the time, that I don't really use the MP5 at all. But it is a pretty good gun. I mean, I had a lot of success with it today. And I think I may try to mix it in a little bit more often now that I'm unlocking more custom classes, and try to make it a little bit more of a go-to gun. But I decided I want to use an SMG and try to get away from the hated 74U a little bit more often. I know you guys are cooler and you guys really don't mind me using it that much, but I know there are some people out there that do, and thankfully I don't have many trolls in my videos. But I think I am going to try to mix things up a little bit just to keep things a little fresher. Which actually leads me to another question I was going to ask you guys. I know the 3 live streams I've done now, I've always done it exactly when I Prestige and saved it for those occasions, which did screw me a little bit with it being double XP weekend. I know I had promised you guys that I was going to Prestige and I was going to do a live stream. And, you know, granted yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday, so I didn't really play as much as I normally would. I think I only got on for like an hour or so late in the evening before I decided to wrap it up. But I could have played a lot more on Saturday, and definitely some earlier on Sunday if I had wanted to. But I was ready to Prestige, I want to say, by the end of the day on Thursday or Friday. So a lot of the time I was playing and finished up challenges and getting double XP for everything. It wasn't really accomplishing anything for me as far as leveling up. Do you guys like that format of me doing most of the live streams around the time I'm ready to Prestige? Or would you guys prefer to see me do them just pretty much whenever I have the time? I'm going to predict your guys' response a little bit. I'm going to guess you guys are going to say just do them whenever I have the time, because I know you guys like to see me do live streams and get in the games with me. Of course, you guys are always welcome to game with me no matter what, even if I'm not doing a live stream. I've said that many times before. But all you guys gotta do if you see me online is feel free to join me. But do you guys want me to save the live streams for when I'm gonna prestige, or like I said, or just make them a little more random as far as whenever I have the time to do it? Doesn't matter what level I am or what I have going on. I'm guessing that's the way you guys are going to vote or want me to go, but I just like to put the question out there and get your guys' opinion on everything. And one thing I noticed today that I keep forgetting to do whenever I prestige, maybe because I never really did it in Modern Warfare 2, so I never really got in the habit of doing it, but sometimes I forget to change my perks and add the equipment and everything else in there. I mean, granted that early on it's kind of hard because you don't have the COD points, so sometimes buying the different perks and equipment is a little daunting. But I keep forgetting to change some of the classes over. I mean, for instance, when I was using the MP5 in later matches, I had the COD points and everything else once I unlocked the Creator class. I mean, granted, I didn't have any better weapons to unlock or anything else, so... But I was able to add attachments to the MP5, and it took me a few games to realize that I could add attachments to it before I finally threw some extended mags on there. I mean, do you guys experience that as well, or are you guys just a little bit more aware of it, or maybe, I don't know if organized would be the right word, but it just seems like I keep forgetting some of those silly things that I can make changes to as I level up and earn some COD points. I mean, I'm the first to say my memory is pretty much shit most of the times anyhow. I know my wife will vouch for that. Sometimes she'll tell me something and I'll forget it a few minutes later, and sometimes she'll tell me, oh, you can't say this to anyone. I'm like, babe, I'm not going to remember anyhow, so I don't know what you're worried about. I'm going to forget probably within a half an hour. So I really got to try to keep track of that kind of thing a little more often and just try to be a little more conscious of it every time I prestige. Because it seems like I'm going through them pretty quick. I think it's roughly around, every 2 weeks that I've prestige so far? This being Monday, February 7th, it should be easy to track. If my logic holds true, I should be able to prestige again by Monday, February 21st. Maybe I'll try to set that as a little impromptu target date for my next level of prestige, and see how close I can stick to the 2-week time frame. I have to really go back and look at my previous videos and see what kind of time was in between them before, and just see. I think it was somewhere between a 2 to 3 week time frame. I'll have to see if I can stick to it. Also, I did want to mention to you guys that I did finish up a commentary for the Joker channel, which is Private Joker's invite community type channel. It's pretty much just a background type video where I just talked about myself a little bit, my history in gaming. Now, I mean, I know a lot of you guys have been subscribed to me for a while and talked to me. Oh, this is pretty funny right here. This guy parked the RC car right in front of me. I don't know if he was just taunting me or whatever, but at least he gave me a free 100 XP by giving me the time to shoot it. I knew I was dead anyhow. I wasn't going to be able to run away from it before he exploded it, but... Anyhow, back to what I was saying before. The video I submitted to the Joker channel, I'm not sure when he's going to upload it. Was pretty much, like I said, just a background video where I talked about myself a little bit, some of my history in gaming, why I decided to get into YouTube, and that kind of thing. So like I said, some of my newer subscribers might be interested in actually hearing something like that. But if you guys could, I appreciate any support you can provide to me. I'll definitely give you guys a heads up as far as when that video goes live on that channel. But like I said, for those of you that may be interested, feel free to check it out. Even if you're not, like I said, any support you guys could give me there, I really would appreciate it. And I think this video is getting ready to wind down shortly. As you can definitely see, we're absolutely dominating this other team. You guys definitely played very well with me today. I really appreciate it. We all had some pretty good games throughout our session. And it was a lot of fun for me to talk to all you guys while we played, as it normally is for me. I really do enjoy that aspect of doing this with you guys. I know I've said it 100 times before, but I just really want you guys to know how much I really have fun with you. Game is now over. We won convincingly, and I went 12-12. So until next time, guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon. I hope you have a good one.